about Kyle Walker at one point winning with his ankle and going over his ankle, but it happened a few times, and you don't really expect that at these tournaments, do you? But listen, these players are top players. They'll go there with a focus. They won't be thinking about the pitch. They won't be thinking about anything else. These are top players. They'll be going to do a job, and they'll be looking forward to it. But I think from a supporter's point of view and someone watching the game, you do look at it and think, how does a pitch get like that for a major tournament like this?
Let's take a look at the Switzerland team for you then. They are a very experienced side. They've made a couple of changes following the draw with Scotland. Sommers is in goal. The back three stays the same, and Rodriguez has missed just 3 minutes in total at the last 6 major tournaments. The midfield four is also unchanged. Granit Xhaka, the captain, of course, and he's missed only 1 game at the last 2 Euros and 3 World Cups. Rieder makes the first start at the European Championships in place of Vargas, and Bolo, who's been working his way back from an ACL injury, is preferred to Shaqiri. So some of those stats about the consistency of some of those players are phenomenal.
It is, and that means there's an experience within the squad that have been here before, and we know how important that can be, especially in tournament football when you're here for a period of time and you have to be resilient over the course of a tournament. So they've shown their stuff in that. They've had a difficult year, I think, in terms of qualifying, and I think they've lost themselves a little bit. It feels like maybe they've had a bit of a change of formation, change of structure around the squad and the place. But those players there, when you look at that experience will be key, especially in a game like tonight. I think it's going to be Germany's toughest match so far because there is quality in there. And that balance there. So we'll see. As I say, when you've got the history of knowing you can get through major tournaments, players in there, particularly Xhaka, when you look at him, he's like the leader of the group. You know they've got a chance.
Frank mentioned sort of the difficult moments that they've had, and Marat Yakin, the manager, brought in a different assistant in February. He brought in Giorgio Contini, and things started to pick up then. They tried different formations, they tried a few different things, which kind of highlights the dynamic between a manager and his assistant, and what the assistant can bring to a squad of players.
Yeah, I obviously can't speak from a managerial point of view like Frank can, but from knowing what I know from being in and around a football team and relationships that develop, the guy that's second in command to the main man often has the better relationship with the players, often has more understanding and feeds back. Obviously the manager's there to make the big decisions, probably has to keep himself almost at arm's length, so I don't know this guy, but from what you've just said there, maybe he's got a better relationship, people a bit more relaxed, better communication, all that can help.
What did you want from when you're managing? What do you want from a number 2?
Well, specifically from staff, you want people who are really good at their jobs, and maybe that means they're better than you at certain things. You're a team.
It's important to recognise that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
As a manager.
Absolutely. I think you have to be humble to that because you have to managing now squads at a tournament for a period of time. Or managing in club football, there's a lot of players, there's a lot of issues, a lot of things to deal with. If you think you can either see that all as the number 1 and do everything, I think it will grind you down pretty quickly. So you need quality. I think you also need good people. So you need people that you can work with because you're together day to day working with the group. As I say, people maybe that might have better personal skills than you, maybe better on the training ground, analysis, all those things. So it's interesting. I mean, whether he's the reason for the upturn in results, who knows? The manager's probably going, thanks very much, we're winning games now, and he's getting all the credit. And that's the reality of football. But they won't mind that because it has to be a team game. And if there has been a tweak that's maybe just lifted something or a bit of focus of the players, a new voice into the equation, then it's just a good thing for the group.
Let's look at actually Switzerland and how they play, and particularly defensively. What are you looking at?
Yeah, this was something we picked out. Looking at Switzerland, it was something